Evil 2.
Hey guys, we started the game over, technically. It's time for Claire's scenario.
Dude, in the midst, when I was a kid, I used to think mids was mist, and that mist was also mist.
Carrie, you might want to read
They're
this if you want a
homophones.
brief summary on what Leon did.
Yeah.
Leon Serenity.
A spy.
Ada! You'll have to excuse me. So, yeah, it's been a month since the last recording session, and in that time, I had to get a new pop filter, and
Oh, Pog.
I also got a mutter for my mic as well,
Ooh.
because I hadn't done that yet, and, you know, of course, the first recording session I get to use those is the one where I'm recovering from a cold.
You're a cold haver.
Yeah, one of the
former
weirdest
cold
colds
haver.
I've ever had, to be honest.
No worm?
Yeah, so basically, I was just saying this before, but basically, I got a dry throat, then I got really depressed for a few days, and then, you know, like, general, like, fatigue, and a wet cough, and a low fever, and then everything went away except for the low cough and or the wet cough and the, dry throat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really weird sequence of events.
Uh-huh.
My boy be having malaise.
Yeah, it's like I
Legs, yes.
It's like I caught a cold that only got half the symptoms.
Is depression a normal occurrence when you get a cold?
It's not an
called
uncommon
malaise.
one. I mean, it's not an...
You
I
just,
shouldn't
like,
say it's not
feel-
uncommon, but it's not abnormal.
No.
I guess that might make sense, because I guess maybe your body's diverting most of its nutrition to fighting the cold, and sometimes depression can be related to nutritional status. Not always, and sometimes it affects it to a minor degree. So.
I like how this isn't a Texaco gas station, it's a Taxago gas station.
Taxi go. A taxa, not taxi.
Yo,
Should we
hey,
go
taxes
Taxi
are
Go, and it
supposed
should
to
be
be
a taxi
going,
racing.
and your deadline is the 18th. Make sure you have
Guess
they
what?
push
I
it?
already did it.
It's not the 15th
job.
anymore?
That was the 18th.
I mean, I took care of my taxes a long time ago, so, you know.
It's the same here.
He took care of them 3 years ago, hasn't needed to do them since.
Yeah. He got his head start, and then head start.
You know, I gotta say, while I think this CG has aged horrendously, Claire looks a lot better than Leon does, personally speaking.
Yeah, she doesn't look all like sunken in.
Yeah. Like, Leon's face just
got
looks
cold.
odd, but Claire actually
Cold
looks like a
eyes.
fucking person.
Like a doll's eyes.
Dog doing. I'm in
Oh my
the room.
goodness. I'm in the room with you right now.
Alright, and from this point onward, it's the same cutscene as Leon's beginning.
And I'm in the room like carpet.
You both are in my room right now? How come I can't
Yeah.
see you?
I'm doing the John Cena wave in front of my
I'm
face.
not in
on
your
the
room,
left hand.
I'm in some other room.
Oh,
Where
you're just
things
in
are
a
happening.
room.
Yeah.
That's good.
Gabe
If
is
you're
very much
outside,
in
are
your
you
room,
still in
though.
a room, but you're just like in the earth room?
Yeah, I went from being outside your room to being inside your room.
Where? Okay, what am I doing right now?
You're watching.
You're watching this video on
Yeah, you're
YouTube.
watching the
How'd you
video.
know? Are you?
Literally just said I'm in your room.
He's actually in my room, you guys. He just proved it.
Solid counterpoint. However, I'm living in your ceiling.
Am I ceiling?
Nice argument. However, I'm in your room.
You're inside my smoke detector. I accidentally set off the smoke detector at church because I was using a garment steamer to steam out the wrinkles in one of my items of clothing. Freaked me out.
The,
What the fuck
That
does
is the
steam
least
trip
cool
a
way
smoke
you could
alarm?
set off a fire alarm.
What?
I
There's
said
a
that's the
gun
least cool way you
inside.
could set off the smoke alarm.
Yeah, what?
It didn't occur to me that steam would do it, but now that I did it, it makes a lot of sense.
oh, this
I-
isn't smoke,
still
it's
doesn't make
steam.
sense to me, honestly. You
I mean,
bunch of
it
steam
must
clams
not
for
be-
having.
It must not be detecting smoke specifically. Maybe it's just some sort of
Like I
particles in
wasn't
the
wearing
air,
a
and then
seatbelt.
water vapor counts as the particulate density. I don't know. I'm just
But
guessing.
there
I
is
don't
no
know how they
water
work.
vapor in
That's
smoke. Wait.
But it's just particulates, though.
Oh. Well,
I
I'm not too
suppose.
particular
How does this?
about that kind of
I'm
stuff.
looking this up. I'm going to enlist Dr. Google. Just kidding, Dr. DuckDuckGo.
Doc, go.
I like to make predictions before I look up the answer because I am a fan of the scientific method. I'm actually not going to run an experiment though, so this is definitely not the scientific method.
Yeah.
Smoke detectors work by detecting light that is reflected off particles from a light beam inside the sensing chamber. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter what type of particles. Water vapor can count.
So,
Does that mean dust could also count?
all right.
Yeah, I guess so.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about all this. Like, this is all very interesting, but I think what's more important to discuss right now is that I'm pretty sure Gabe has a story for us.
Do I?
It's the story of why you're called pretzel bags.
Oh, it's
we
not
gotta
too
know.
interesting.
Well, we still have to know regardless.
At the mall I work, we have two Auntie Anns inside the store, or inside the mall.
Auntie
We have
Ann.
one Auntie Anns, Auntie Ons, whatever. We have one upper level on the east side, and we have one lower level on the west side.
Auntie Uns.
Basically, they leave pretzels out for us, like when they close, and we're doing our tenant patrol and lockdown procedures. And so we usually just like come pick up the bags or whatever. But one night they left out like the upper level west side or lower level west side didn't leave us any, like there were none there. But the upper level east side, there's like 6 fucking bags.
Are
So
you running a fan in your room right now?
in the background there's a space heater.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but there's like fucking 6 bags, and I was like, oh, because usually if we don't get to them first, then the housekeeping staff usually gets to them first, which is fine, first come first serve. Yeah, they're like just like fucking 6 bags, and they've got like your pretzels, which are just like bland and nothing. You have your salted pretzels, which have salt on them. You got your jalapeno pretzels, which are my personal favorite. You got your pizza pretzels, which are like pretzels with like a little bit of cheese and like pepperoni, which aren't that great, and I usually just fucking eat the pepperonis because the pretzels themselves like dog shit. But that's beside the point. What isn't beside the point, though, is the fact that you're just standing. There you go. Anyway, that's not beside the point. And they also have these pretzel smaller versions of each, but instead of having like pizza or jalapeno ones, they've got like cinnamon coated ones and like little, I guess, hot dog weenies. Those little weenies and fucking pretzels. And they also have regular hot dog pretzels. Anyways, there's a lot of things. But in all those bags, there's like everything. It was like a fucking Thanksgiving spread of like all their fucking products. So I was like, oh, sure. Okay, hold on. This is so important.
This is the funniest part of the whole game.
This? Oh, he should get over
Oh
here
my
like the
god,
guy
yeah,
in
this is my
Sub-Zero.
favorite cutscene.
Dude, that was a cool Sub-Zero reference.
He looks like Paul Blart.
Dude, whoa. I too am a monk.
Is he just missing? Is he complete? Oh, okay, no, he's not. But he's getting eaten.
Hang on. He certainly didn't miss the helicopter pilot.
Good thing that 9mm Parabellum was able to through
Yeah,
the windshield
How was
and kill him.
That's my
With
favorite
such amazing
cutscene.
Unlikelihood of it all.
That's my favorite cutscene in the game. It's so funny.
Yeah. So the bags are full of all the pretzels, and but like they're full of pretzels, and I mean like they're full of pretzels. So these motherfuckers are kind of heavy. I'm carrying like 3 on each arm, so I got 6 bags, and I'm still doing lockdown procedure. So I've carried these pretzel bags around for like like half an hour, and the dispatcher comes over the radio, and she's like, CD, just central dispatch to my officer's number, which is 127. It's like, CD 127. I'm like, go ahead. She's like, are you gonna drop those bags off? And I was like, oh, I thought you wanted me to do like corridor secure first. And she's like, no. There's like a huge like safety hazard. Like, what if you gotta like respond to something? I'm like, then I'll respond with the pretzels in tow. They call me Mr. Pretzel Bags, and yeah, that's when it happened.
Oh. You didn't put Mr. in the Discord name though?
Nah, I just put pretzel bags.
You know, I don't know why, but I just imagine like elementary school, you're getting bullied or whatever, and so
As one
like
does.
you go home, you're crying, and your mom asks like what happened, and you said like, and you basically respond like, They called me Stinky. Oh, fuck. And then you go on the Discord, change your name.
100%.
That is what you would do.
Hey, Evan,
Yeah.
you're silly.
That hurts my feelings. Sorry. There was a, when, like, at the middle school that Zach and I went to, there was once, like, like, they were advertising No Name Calling Week with a poster that just shows two stick figures, and one says, "You're silly," and the other one says, "That hurts my feelings."
And he had
Oh
like
my
these
gosh.
wavy
Called me
lines.
silly.
He had like these wavy lines on his head to make it look like he was crying, but they were on his forehead.
Oh my goodness. So where was this?
This was when Zach and I were in middle school.
No way. I feel like that would backfire and would just make people call each other names more.
Yeah, well, as evidenced by the fact that we are making fun of it today, I think you know exactly how people reacted to it, if they even looked at it at all.
Because if they made a big deal of it rather than it just being simply being a poster, I could see that just making things way worse.
And there were a few different posters throughout the school, but that was the only one that was notable for just being absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake Eater!
It's not even that tall of a ladder.
Yeah, that's why I only
All
sang
you
the
pretty
end of
much
it.
get through is "What a thrill," and just that, and then it ends. Whoa, that zombie came really hard in the frame.
He what, Gabe? What did he do?
He came really hard into frame. He ejaculated fiercely into frame. He deployed semen rather vigorously into frame.
Does Zombie Cum have the T virus in it?
Yes.
No, but I'm sure you'd get it. Hey! Thank you. Thank you. It's an STI joke.
Yep.
Yeah, weeping
Sexually-
sores.
Yeah, they call me, Nope. Fuck.
Yeah, how does it spread? Is it
I
bloodborne exclusively, saliva?
frame trapped myself because anything that followed, literally anything that I said that followed me saying that phrase, I frame trapped myself. So now I have to change my name to fucking Nope. It's,
You
it's
could
like
change it
so-
to Nope, because you did say there. You know, actually
It's
reminds
literally
me.
impossible. It's like
Impossible.
Yeah, this actually reminds me. I don't think Gabe even needs to know what the contents of tomorrow's upload of Pokemon Emerald are beyond anything more than what I titled the episode.
What'd you title the episode?
The Wrist Lock God.
I am the arrester. I am the escorter. I am the wrist lock god.
To be for anyone who does not remember, that was from when Gabe told the story about how he forcefully ejected a drunk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, get
Sick.
The good old days. It's another day. Another day, another dollar.
out. Get out. Yeah. Another day, another low paying dollar.
Just a dollar.
I mean, it's still a single dollar if it's high paying or low paying.
It is. The guy said, "Here's 100 pennies for your work in the form of a paper bill," and I said, "Thank you."
See, the problem with having a wet cough is that every single cough I make is productive, which means I either have to swallow the phlegm or get up to spit it out.
That's great. Thanks for letting us know.
I aim to please.
You succeed. I'm thoroughly pleased.
Great.
No, he doesn't suck seed. He sucks snot.
Oh. Carry no like.
Carry no like.
Carry no like.
No, like.
Hey, if we play that Grug game, how would we say my name? It's not actually the Grug game, it's the caveman's game. I don't know
Caveman
what it's called.
poetry is what it was called.
Yeah, the one we can
Yeah,
only
caveman
speak
poetry.
in single syllables. What do you do if you have a multisyllabic name?
I think names are exempt. Because I read the rules and it's like, obviously they're not going to make you just call you Care or like Cree.
You'd have to
Or
spell it
anything like
out.
that.
Kari.
Yeah, but it'd just be like, very cool that all of those grenades went towards the floor. But
How would you
yeah,
do Evan's name?
Evan.
Ev.
Oh,
I think Evan is 2 syllables. But if you say it really quickly, you could make it 1 syllable. Evan. No, you
yeah,
can't.
but like player names are exempt, obviously, because like you have to. The person is like, all right, next up is Gabe, or like next up Gabe, or like next up Carrie. That's fine because it's your name.
Fabian calls
The
me.
fucking a game about talking in 1 syllable is gonna force you to change your name, unless it's like you have to be player. There's players Grug, Ook, Chonk,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you have to come up with your own caveman name.
You know,
Yeah,
Fabian calls me Ev a lot of the time, but he's also the only person I know who does that.
dude, holy shit, Evan, your name has EVs.
Yeah, I'm the master of AV training. That's not
Whoa,
true.
this
Oh,
is
fuck.
big power you got right there.
Yeah.
Gotta love the Grenadier. That's literally show me when I load grenades into a firearm.
Excuse me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Hoggers. Yep. That's the noise they make.
So, does the T virus also increase the human body's flammability? Because otherwise, I would not understand why they are still on fire. It's hard to light a human body on fire. I've
I
tried.
don't know, I think clothes can catch on
I
fire pretty
haven't.
easily.
FBI agent.
You know, it's also
Yeah,
kind
they're
of funny
still, they
when
are
like
still wearing clothes.
you do
Yeah,
compare
they're
it
still in clothes.
because like
Yeah,
you
the
can
clothes
compare it to
makes sense.
burning a live person when you consider that guy who got fucking Joan of Arc at the beginning of RE4.
Yeah, that's facts.
Honestly, he
Imagine
died a
burning.
little too fast, if you ask me. I
He
feel like it
did.
would have been slower and more suffering, actually.
Yeah.
But he just like screams like twice and then he's dead. Gabe had something funny to say.
No, I just thought like my boss. Wow, that guy. He never fucking stood a chance.
Nope.
He really teched in place just to get hit with the same F smash. That's what that was. But my boss, we were like doing like a review, I guess, like an employee review.
Oh, I get it. You said forward smash because Snake.
Yeah, and he was like, "Here are pros and cons about you as an employee," and like he was listing off the pros and cons.
Oh, I hate those.
And he
They're
was like,
awful.
and he's like, cons. He's like, you're a little bit too ostentatious sometimes. And I was like,
What the fuck does that mean?
no, I know what it means. Like, but I was like, did you just use the word ostentatious at me in 2023? And he's like, what? And he like, thought I was being serious. And I was like, I was literally a theater kid for a majority of my life. I'm all about yelling and being loud and boisterous and obnoxious. And he's like, oh. Well, like, maybe dial it back. I'm like, all right.
So, like, was he being serious, or did he just have to come up with something?
No, he was being serious in his description. And it's a very dead-on description, like, of how I am at work. But, yeah, I was just like...
When your evaluation brings up that you're too theatrical.
Yeah, I mean, and he knows. I fucking gave, like, one of my supervisors, because she went to the same high school as me, like, a disc copy of, like, 2 of the plays she saw that I was in. Musicals Annie and fucking, what was the other one? Motherfucking,
Peter and the Starcatcher?
Not Peter and the Starcatcher, no. The one I did before that, Drowsy Chaperone, there you go.
Okay, that was not the one. That was not one of the ones that I saw.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's also my favorite contradiction statement. Is yeah. No. Yeah. So like everyone knows, Well, I guess not the new hires because I don't tell them because I don't like talking to them. Because all my favorite coworkers are gone. They left. They quit. I'm so sad. That's beside the point.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
he's like, just like dial it back, and I'm like, all right. But he thought I was being serious about being upset about being called ostentatious. I was like, no, I don't care.
I don't really have any
Weird.
coworkers that I actively dislike.
Mm.
Like, I mean, I don't know, like, you know, like, I feel like we're all pretty professional with each other, even if we may not like each other for any reason. So, you know, like, there isn't anyone who I dislike, and I don't actually know if anyone dislikes me, is basically the gist of it.
So it's like a cordiality type of workplace.
I guess.
Interesting.
It's a fucking grocery store, so...
2 big facts, not a false statement.
2 facts? So that sounded like just 1 fact.
I said big facts,
You said true
not a false
facts.
statement.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
I
said
heard
true.
2.
2 facts.
1, then 2.
Yeah, my coworkers are fine. There isn't anyone I dislike there. Which, I
You're
mean,
lucky.
you know, that's kind of the ideal work environment when it comes to, like, at least the people you're working with.
That's true, is to like not hate anybody.
Yeah.
I really wish I had that for like 3 of my coworkers, but that's
Aw.
okay. That is okay. I am cordial with them, even if they piss me off. And but sometimes you gotta stonewall them. Sometimes you gotta hit them with the, all right, instead of being interested in what they're saying.
One of my
Gotta work.
coworkers has a copy of Snatcher for Sega CD.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, actually, he was a total Sega guy and had, like, all the Sega consoles, like, in the day.
Oh my god.
On which day?
The day that
So you're-
Sega
so
was
you're
still
saying
actively
he's
in the console
old.
market. What'd you say?
So you're saying he's old?
He is older, definitely.
Define older.
He has kids.
I could have kids.
Yeah, we're all at the kid having age.
Okay, you're right, but also, I feel like they
No.
like. Hey Gabe,
I'm
there's a
to
certain
deploy
song
The
that
guy. Now, Evan, who's going to? He's not gonna bring it to you.
no,
He's not gonna present it to you.
he's gonna give it to you.
He's gonna give it to you, but like, who's gonna give it to you?
Oh yeah, so
No.
that's Mr. X, and while this is a
Oh.
Capcom game, he is not Dr. Wily in disguise.
So basically, what I'm gathering is,
You gonna pleasantly hand it over to you?
no, for well, you know, for lack of a better term, what I'm thinking Evan's trying to get at is that X gonna give it to you, but
Oh, but he just slapped you.
See, my favorite thing about that whole mod of the Resident Evil 2 remake, where whenever Mr. X appears and like it plays that song, is that he actually walks to the beat of it.
mm-hmm.
Like, it's probably not completely one-to-one, but it's close enough.
Real.
Have we talked about how the name Mr. X was like a Capcom of America invention for like the toy line?
Yeah, no, he's not actually called Mr. X.
Mm-hmm. But it's what
He's just
going
in
by
like
now.
all the official literature. He's just a regular tyrant.
His official name is T00.
So he's 2.
Excuse me?
2. T00, TOO, 2.
Yeah, here it says right here, according to the Resident Evil Wiki, one of the nicknames used in licensed material is Mr. X, a name never used in Resident Evil 2 itself. It is possible that this name is the result of a mistake on Capcom USA's part, as in multiple occasions it gave out early concept art of T00 to licensees, which included one known as Tyrant X in Japan. So this might
Shit.
actually come back to Resident Evil 2's prototype, which, to put it bluntly, was a completely different game.
Yeah, and then they realized that it kind of sucked.
They weren't.
So
they weren't
started
feeling it. They weren't really feeling it. So they just completely started the game over. Which still has nothing on Resident Evil 4, which had that exact same development story, except it happened 3 times.
Real.
And I think the first version of it ended up becoming Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one, like, there's a whole bunch of things. Like, I mostly know about the prototype from Some Call Me Johnny's review of the game, where he covered that in detail. Particularly, like, in particular details I've noticed were, I mean, how Claire was just a completely different character named Elza Walker.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of liked her design, but, you know, she was never used, so it's fuck whatever. That Birkin, rather than just like a massive mutation, is more of a Frankenstein's monster kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He even very slowly says Sherry, which, I mean, technically we haven't gotten into that yet, but we will later on Smash Team Games.
That's actually my real name.